For the first 10 Patreon fucking subscribers, this is what you'll get. You'll get a mug or a t-shirt. Right? What do we give it the lowest tier? Mug or a t-shirt, right?
A mug is the lowest.
We will live stream you our battle. We'll do three 2-minute rounds. What's up, baby? Welcome back to another episode of Rated G with Gary G. Garcia and Brian Licata. I am your host, Gary G. Garcia, along with my brother in misinformation, Brian Licata.
Hello, friends.
Dude, it is so good to see you.
You too, man.
It's good to be back and running. Have my mic, my headphones. It feels a little bit right.
You look good. Where are you right now?
I am in Kentucky. I forgot what part of Kentucky. Some part of Kentucky.
Is it Berea?
Some part of Kentucky.
Chance? Is it Berea?
No, it's I'm in shit. I don't even understand how I don't know where I am right now because I had to drive here. Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh, okay, nice. It's a big city. I always see Louisville. Shout out to the First 48. Louisville is always on that show.
Yeah, right. First 48, Louisville's. Do you hear that squeaking going on upstairs with these Thunderfoot motherfuckers walking around? Do you hear that? I feel like you're picking that up. No respect. How you feeling, man?
I'm good, dude. I'm a little tired. I feel like I don't look good.
I feel the same way. You said I look good. I appreciate that. I feel like I look pale. I've been very stressed out, trying to hold on. I haven't really been stressed, actually. There's just been a lot of things around that can stress me. Right. So
there's three. There's three things around you that can constantly stress you.
Yeah, but it's just it's a fight to keep. You got to fight for peace, man. It's a shame.
Now, I thought is our guest not coming on this show, or is that a different episode?
No, we're gonna do that in Ohio. We'll have Mike on in Ohio.
That's
when
right.
we end off the tour.
Right. Yep,
so we could talk about all the craziness.
This was just kind of like a impromptu podcast, more or less, right?
Yeah, I didn't know we were gonna do it, but I'm glad we are. I'm glad we are, man.
Yeah, same here.
I needed it, man. I'm jonesing. This is actually the closest I felt to home because when we got here, we wound up getting a B&B, and it was a 4-bedroom.
Right.
And right away, everybody ran to the bedrooms, and they started claiming the bedrooms. And I went downstairs into the basement, and lo and behold, it's like an apartment down here. I'm the only room. I got the only bedroom that got a TV. All the other bedrooms ain't got no TV. I'm in a spot right here that should be a living room. This is like a huge fucking spot, but it's the boiler room.
Okay.
And they got the washer and dryer over there. They got another little section over here, and then they got the bathroom with my own shower. So it's like my own shit. And then I come and I look at the bed frame, and I'm like, yo, that's my bed frame. That's the same exact bed frame that I just finished buying at Walmart. And then I'm looking at the mattress, and I'm like, it's probably my mattress too, because I bought one of those box joints from Walmart, which, by the way, people big up on those box mattresses from Walmart. Them shits is solid, and they ain't even expensive. And sure enough, it's my fucking bed. So I felt, and it's cold down here, so I felt right at home. It was cold. I was sleeping in a bed. That's my bed. Little TV.
All you need is Mama Cat.
I do miss Mama Cat, man. Yeah. And one of the places that we played, I forgot where we were, but they had a cat that looked like Mama if she let herself go. That's what she looked like. So yeah, what are you gonna do?
It sounds like you're comparing your cat to Tim Tebow.
But I only got one more week here, man. It's Monday. I got one more week. I'll finish it off in Ohio. I always have a good time in Ohio. I know people out there. So the ending of this trip, is going to be the best part of the trip. I just been coming home most of the time right after the shows. I probably hang out, have one drink, and then I shoot back to the hotel.
Right.
Or in this case, this place. But when I get to Ohio, I'll hang out because I got friends out there and shit. So I'm looking forward to Ohio. You know what I'm saying?
Now, when you leave
up
for
to
Ohio,
Wiley's, we're going to be out in Wiley's. We leave tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be in Ohio, but we don't get to Wiley's. We don't get to date until Friday, Saturday. We'll be out at Wiley's. People come check us out. My Ohio people, you always show up. So I'm expecting y'all to show up again. And I'm thinking it's probably going to be one of the best shows so far. I mean, I could say what I want about Wisconsin, you know, but at the end of the day, they showed up. You know what I'm saying? Both shows were packed, over 100, both shows. So,
Okay.
you know, and a good crowd. So it wasn't even like they just packed in. There was a great crowd down for whatever. You know, man, what is this dude doing up there, yo?
I can't really hear it. It doesn't.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I don't think I can hear
Well,
it.
it just sounds like he's pacing right over my head. And it's like, if you're gonna pace, go into the fucking kitchen where I'm not gonna hear you. But once again, I digress. Although I am ready to go up there.
I heard that. Yeah, I definitely heard that.
It's an amazing thing that's going on right now. But
now let me ask you this: what is the biggest crowd you've ever performed in front of? Whether it be, I want to know what you did for comedy and then what you did for music. Both.
Comedy. What was the biggest crowd for comedy? I mean, I don't know, 200-300 maybe.
Okay.
You know, music 25,000.
Yeah, that's fucking insane.
Yeah, Jesus, but they were there to see Ziggy Marley, but I got to open for them.
Still, that doesn't matter. I mean, you were still performing in front of them, right? You opened. Yeah. You opened for them.
I opened for him. Yeah, I was nervous that day because it was deep, and like everyone was getting excited right when they were announcing us, and I had the dreads and shit, and I was afraid I was gonna walk on the stage. They were gonna be like, "That ain't Marley, get that motherfucker out of here," you know. So, but it was good. They showed us a lot of love, man. It was good while we were on before we got kicked off. It was cool. You know, it was a nice little tour before they booted us.
They kicked you off the tour?
Yeah, we got kicked off the tour.
How did that transpire? That's the story we need to hear tonight.
We did a show. We did a show in Cape Cod for the Kennedys. Not the Kennedys, but like all the nephews and cousins and all them.
Right.
And it was a dope show. I mean, the fucking stage spun in a circle. Mm-hmm. And during the last song, Mother Made a Motherfuck 'em, I kind of got hooked onto the drum. Because I used to jump up on the drum, start banging shit and bug out. And when I jumped off the drum, I kind of got hooked. So I kind of like bumped into my bass player, who then like kind of threw his elbow on me. Because, you know, we were jamming. I bumped into him kind of hard. He threw his elbow at me. Every now and then people started to bang, you know. And then I just kind of like pushed him, and then I just started like
Dude,
picking up the
doing,
drums.
Bro?
We were caught up in the moment. It was dope. I mean, then he takes everyone was breaking their shit. You know what I'm saying? It was dope. Everyone was banging shit all over. I took the drum set, I flipped it, you know, while he was doing the and I waited to that last bang, and I just picked that shit up, and we left the whole place in shambles. But that wasn't the problem. They loved it. The place was going crazy. We destroyed it. We went Who on them. You know what I'm saying? Like an old Who concert.
Right.
But my DJ was still pumped. Are you fucking kidding me? My DJ was still pumped up when we went backstage. So he was so pumped up, and he was like, yeah, we just fucked that show up. And he fucking picked up the chair and threw it, and it hit the wall and made a big ass hole in the wall. And on the other end of that wall was Ziggy Marley's backup singer's dressing room. And you know, like those speakers that are flat, those round circular speakers, they have them like in hospitals and shit, that they're in the wall, and they're flat. It popped out and landed on one of the backup singer's heads. That's all it took. And that was a spiraling effect too. Like from there, it just went downhill.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure it wasn't good things that followed from there.
They were upset we got kicked off the tour. But we still were doing our tour. We just had a certain number of shows with them.
Right.
You know?
Now, it'd be interesting if we can get Ziggy on the podcast to see if we can recount that story. He's still alive,
the only interaction I had with Ziggy is the story that I told you when he was walking down the hallway.
Right.
And I was smoking a blunt with my boy, and he looked at me and he said, nice dreads, man. And then I acted like a little girl. You know, back when we only had, you know, two to choose from, you know, so I acted like a little girl. Well, I don't know what gender,
Gary,
has the,
you can't say that, Gary.
Oh man, I could say whatever the fuck I want to say.
You are not allowed. It hurts my feelings.
I could say whatever the fuck. I don't care. You ain't bigger than me. See, that's the only time it's ever gonna matter to me. You know what I'm saying? The only feelings that I care.
I am, dude. I'm like 2.5 feet taller than you.
Yeah, but you know.
Uh-oh. Are we gonna have to do throw the gloves on, bro?
Throw the gloves on, yo. We get enough. If we could hit 5,000 views 5,000 comments of people telling us to throw down. We'll throw on the gloves. We'll put on the big ones, the big doofy ones.
I say if we can get 3 people to subscribe to our Patreon, then we'll do it.
If we get 3 people to surprise us, that'll be the fucking gift you get. You'll get to watch me and him fight. We'll broadcast it live strictly to you guys.
That'd be a really good thing for us to do for like our 100th or 150th episode or something like that.
I'm down to do it for the first 10 Patreon fucking subscribers. This is what you'll get. You'll get a mug or a t-shirt. Right? What do we give it the lowest tier? Mug or a t-shirt, right?
A mug is the lowest.
We will live stream you our battle. We'll do 3 2-minute rounds. And people, listen, man, all you paying is $10 for the fucking thing or $5. I got to get out to Florida to do this shit.
Or I got to come up to Jersey. So
we should do it in Atlantic City, actually. It's the place to fight. We could do it in fucking Kiss Kiss.
That would be pretty cool. So actually,
see, for boxing, you'll get me. If I can't get close and like scoop you and bite you and shit. You want to
do it? You want to do MMA? Is that what we want to do? You want to do some jiu-jitsu, bro? You don't want to see me on the ground, G.
You're long,
bro. Yes, dude.
You're very straggly, but yo, I'm slippery, dog.
I know, yeah.
I'm slippery, and forget about if I start sweating. You won't be able to lock me up, son. You crazy.
I'm gonna shave my head for this fight. I'll shave my head also.
Yeah, you better, because I will pull your hair. I will pull your hair. You let that beard grow, I'm pulling that too, son. You better come in with not even eyebrows. You better come in looking like a psycho killer that doesn't want to leave no trace evidence anywhere.
I'll look like a seal. Just
you'll slide down. You'll slide right up onto the ring. That would be dope. You stand straight up.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
So actually, that's actually a really good segue into I've been following these 2 kids that I went to high school with. They've been getting in these fights called street beefs, and it's this YouTube channel where this guy is throwing backyard brawls, basically. And these 2 kids I know have been traveling around to go to these things, and I want to get this guy on the podcast. Maybe we can do a fight at one of his events, and we could stream it with him. That would be.
I don't want to fight in front of a bunch of pros, dog.
No, dude. All right,
you know what I'm saying? I don't want to dip in front of a bunch of pros, man. I don't want that.
They aren't.
This is between us, dog. Don't be getting your UFC friends into this shit.
No, this isn't.
Now I know you're gonna be training. I'm gonna have to up my game, son. I'm gonna have to get some training in there before we do it. You know, because I was just gonna go in after a blunt. But now I know that you're taking it serious. I'm gonna have to do some push-ups and shit.
Here you go. Well, dude, I'm not trying to get rocked, bro. So this is YouTube channel, and this kid Zayner, I went to high school with him. Actually, I went to elementary school with him. I've known this kid, most of my life.
Guns down, kid.
Zayner, 5'6", 150.
That's him.
I'm looking at the size of
the kid. Shout out Rufus Circle 30, the Wood Jedi.
You know him, I would care.
Yeah. So look at this matchup: 5'11" to 5'6". That's the matchup. And this is the guy I want to get on the podcast. So here, just look at it, bro. They fucking go at it. He was like wrapping them up and stuff like that, but they, it's just
got a little ref there.
Yeah, it's just little backyard stuff.
Yeah, they be wilding. They probably got that shit out here.
Yeah,
that's probably what they got out here, wrestling in their backyard and shit like that.
Those guys I know are from Jersey, so I'm not sure where the fights are at, but Yeah,
I don't know, but you're gonna make me do push-ups and sit-ups and shit.
I'm not gonna.
I already know you're gonna take it. You're gonna take it serious, man. You're gonna come in there.
No, I'm not.
You're probably gonna have some training. That's the thing. I know you over in fucking Tiger Showman, fucking
Tiger Showman karate. Oh man! All right, dude. Here's actually a funny story. So, I was doing drugs as a teen, right? And
I thought you meant like this weekend.
No. As a teen, and my parents thought that it would be a good idea if I joined karate to try to help me, stop doing drugs. So I went
at least help you to get drugs.
Right. So I went to the first karate lesson, and it was me and a bunch of like 7-year-olds. I walked in and walked right the fuck out.
You should have beat their ass like Kramer. You should have fucking Kramer those motherfuckers, dog. Just start kicking them in the face. I would love the opportunity to be able to kick a bunch of kids in the face, yo. That'd be great. I'd join that class in a fucking
Karate, Jerry. Karate.
Yeah,
Karate
man.
is not here. It's here.
I agree. I totally agree with that, man. You know what I'm saying? I totally agree with that. I'm so glad that I got the internet working on this shit. I got my mic up. You know, it still looks a little, I mean, no pictures. The other room is dope. The room, like right around this wall where I'm sleeping is dope. You know, they got some nice little lamps and shit, a couple of pictures. I really don't understand what all the banging is, man. These guys are going to make me lose it, man. I think that's what they're trying to do. You know, it's sort of like the on-hold music that they give to you, like when you're calling cable. And it's that same loop of some song from a Casio keyboard that just keeps playing. What they're trying to do is make you hang up or kill everyone in your family, whichever comes first. I'll tell you what they're not trying to do, pick up that phone to talk to you. That's what these dudes are doing. They're like pacing back and forth. There's no reason for them to be right here. The living room's over there, kitchen's over there. You know, if I'm correct, 2 already left. So that means there's one person up there who's going to hear me talking shit. I don't know who it is, but I'm guessing Adam.
All right. Well,
Just a guess.
I want to segue this convo over to a news article that recently got released, an update from something that we were talking about before.
Oh, let's see it. Let's see it, baby. Update me. Austria orders non-vaccinated people into COVID-19 lockdown. Yeah, I heard that was coming.
Yeah, we talked about it on the last episode of the podcast that they were talking about doing it, and that podcast was on Saturday. Today's Monday. So since that podcast, this has gone into effect. So the Austrians 12 years and older are not allowed to leave their homes except for essential activities.
Does that mean work?
I'm gonna look into it. Yep. Yeah. So it says.
So they're allowed to go to work so that they can pay taxes, and the government ain't got to give them no money because they're working. But then after they come home from work, they got to stay home. This world is a crazy place, man.
It says, here, I'll just pull up the article. This is the last article is from Reuters, and this one is from the New York Times. It says, under the new rules announced by the government on Sunday, adults and minors 12 and older who have not been vaccinated or recovered from a coronavirus infection cannot go outside except to buy groceries, seek medical care, or travel to school or work.
They're probably gonna put them in like special cubicles, special offices. It's like wearing it's the new scarlet letter. That's what the mask is. Not having the mask, having a mask on is the new scarlet letter. That's how they're able, like when you walk into a place, you can tell which employees have been vaccinated, which haven't, because the ones wearing the mask are the ones that have not been vaccinated. And it's a form of shame. They're trying to shame people that, you know, still have to wear the mask. I was in the mall. Where was I in the mall, man? It wasn't here. It was yesterday. So I was in Missouri. And I was in the mall in Missouri, and I went into one store, and the guy said, "Oh, you got to wear a mask." And he went to give me a mask. I said, "Nah, I won't be shopping in the store. Why would I give you my money? Every store here is letting me walk right in and shop."
Right.
So that means that's your choice, or your managers. I mean, you're just a worker. But, you know, if you think about it, the Nazis were just doing their job. They were just doing what they were told to do, you know,
Now, how do you feel about that store owner's right to be able to ask you to put the mask on? What do you feel about that?
He has the right to do that, and I have the right to not shop in his establishment.
Yeah, so
because I don't need him.
Right.
I went in there to look at sneakers.
Right.
He told me to put on the mask. I walked 2 stores down, and I picked up some dope ass fucking 2-colored stripe fucking.
Yes, son.
A little hit of black on the back. I ain't playing, son. I stay crispy white. Big up to Mike Merck. He bought it to me for an early Christmas present.
He bought those for you?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I was having an emotional day, and he picked me up. I was having an emotional day. What's today, the 14th or the 15th? The 13th was my pop's birthday. So I kind of get a little emotional on those days. You know, I was keeping to myself, but he saw that I was down.
Oh, we did the podcast that day, didn't we? Or no? Did we do one on Friday?
I think it was Friday. The day. It was 12th. 12th we did the podcast.
12th did the podcast.
Yeah, we did it on the 12th, and the 13th is my father's birthday. So,
Yeah.
you know, I always get a little down. I try not to, but you can't help it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a connection that I don't even need to know it's the 13th. You know what I'm saying? It's like that with my cousin too. His was the first. And I don't even need to know the date. I'll be walking around feeling off all day.
Right.
And then I'll look, and somewhere along the lines of the day, I'll see, or the next day I'll be like, oh, yesterday that's why I felt that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, almost like a period.
So sentimental and then not.
You know, what are you gonna do? Big up to my pops, man. Pew, 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 pew. Hope you're proud. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I'm sure. Other times not so much. You know. But I've been holding it down, man. You know, once I put into my mind that I'm on this road trip, and I just happen to be traveling with these 3 dudes, but I'm on this shit for Dolo, then it changed my whole attitude of things. You know, now I don't give a shit if they tell me where they're going or not. You know what I'm saying? All I need to know is the address of the venue, and I'll get there. You know, you look pretty in.
Yeah, sorry. I was listening, but I was looking up some COVID death statistics.
I'm over here just talking about my pops and spilling my heart, and you're checking out COVID. You know, listen.
You stopped talking about your dad, dude. You went on to something else, bro. I know you weren't talking about your dad. I don't know what it was, but you stopped talking about him.
You don't even know what it was. You don't even know what it was because you're not listening. All right? See, you over there smoking. I can't even smoke in here, man. That shit just got me like, That's another thing that got me ready to pop people in the head. Plus, I'm running out of weed. I found 2 dispensaries out here, but they don't sell fucking flour. It's all fucking vapes and K5. Is that what it's called? Some crazy shit like that. I'm like, I don't fuck with that shit. Fucking vapes and edibles. I want weed, motherfucker. Where's the weed? If it was still illegal completely, I'd have some already.
Yeah. This is
Just saying. I feel like it was easier to get when it was illegal. What would you say now? Let's get to your topic.
Oh yeah. So I wanted to talk about these COVID rates because they're vaccinating kids and stuff now, right?
I know.
So I just wanted to show everyone this. This is data from the CDC.gov, right? This is provisional COVID-19 deaths. So from January 1st, 2020, right, which was COVID lockdowns happened in what, March of 2020, right?
Yeah, February, March. Yep.
So and this is updated through November 6th, 2021. Okay. Ages 0 to 18. There are what is that? That's 700.
What do you say? 700.
You just add these two: 0 to 4, 5 to 18, 4 to 9, 8 to 10. It's
700 deaths. Yeah.
700.
Yeah.
That's it. That's nothing. That's like barely any compared to the millions. It's like less than 1%. It's like 0.0 like something percent.
That's listen. Nobody wants to hear that.
Well, that's why I'm telling
nobody
you.
wants to look at.
That's what I'm telling.
Nobody wants to look at the stats. You know, and then you turn around. They say that during that year, you know, the flu dropped 98%, and then they're going to say there's no correlation. Right now, I sent you something the other day on the news about what was it, a cop or something that got shot in the line of duty, and they put it down as a COVID thing. It was on the news. I think I sent it to you, where they put it down as a COVID death, and then they read off, you know, what the guidelines are as to claiming a COVID death, and it's basically if you die and they test you and you come up positive for COVID, your cause of death is COVID. Right here.
Here, hold on. Send me that link. Let me play it on here. Did you send it to me already?
Yeah, it's on your Instagram. I sent Instagram. Yeah, send you that link. I sent it to you. I just took it off of your thing, man. See, people, these are the things I have to deal with, man. You know, these are the things. He's normally on point. We might have some big things going on Rated G. I'm not even going to talk about it at all because I don't want to jinx it. But if everything goes well, people, we got a big show coming up, man. I'm very excited. Let's see if I get this guest that I'm trying to get on this show.
I have an update for you on that, by the way.
All right, we'll talk about it.
Yep.
Hopefully it's good. I see a little smile.
It's good.
So hopefully
No, it's good. Yeah,
All
it's
right.
good. Yeah,
Yo, I'm feeling good, son.
Yeah, it's
all
good.
right. Go ahead. What are we talking about, baby? What are we looking at now? Oh, yeah, this is the thing right here. Put up this volume.
And Logan, this one takes a bit of explaining. What are the details?
Well, Simon, today the Ministry of Health added another death to its COVID-19 recording, but also said it was a case subject to a police investigation that's ongoing. Now, One News understands that this is in relation to Operation Metals, a homicide investigation launched after a man named Robert Hart sustained serious gunshot injuries outside a Newland motel last week, and he died despite first aid attempts. Now, since his death, health authorities say he tested positive for COVID-19, and One News understands that several people are also isolating. So then you have to ask how someone who sustained these types of injuries and then died ends up as part of our COVID-19 death tally. Now, the Ministry of Health says that's because under the World Health Organization guidelines, anyone who dies while also having an acute COVID-19 infection is recorded as part of a nation's death tally, whatever the cause of death might be. Now, exactly how this man died will be subject to an ongoing police investigation as well as an investigation by the coroner. And meanwhile, 3 people have been charged in relation to the death, and police are still hunting for a 4th.
But they're not looking for COVID. How could they be charged? His cause of death was COVID. So they definitely can't charge them dudes with murder.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I was a lawyer, I'd be like, yo, how can you charge my man with murder? It says right here the dude died of COVID. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, dude, I'm thinking of becoming a lawyer.
Yeah, dude, it doesn't make any sense. I actually have a friend.
I'm really thinking of becoming a lawyer. I really am. I've been shutting people down since I posted that clip of that kid. What's his name? Wrinkle Phil. What's his name again? I don't even know.
Rittenhouse.
Rittenhouse?
Yeah.
Rittenhouse. I put up that post where I said, you know, if he was a kid of color, you know, it'd be a whole different story, right? Now, the point I was making was simply that, like, let's say I did it. Let's say I did exactly what he did, and I got caught the way he did. Now, I ain't even gonna lie. I would have done what he did at that particular point because I've been watching it. He got separated from his people. Shit got crazy. Now, if I was out there, if I did what he did, and I got caught in the situation he was in, I would have shot the motherfuckers around me thinking they was gonna get me.
Yeah.
But I also would be a thug who left my house and drove across state lines to cause havoc. That's what I would be. Now, the kid lucked out because he happened to, you know, from what I understand, the 2 people that he killed weren't really, you know, the best of people. I think one was, I'm hearing child molester. You know, when I posted, everybody was like, he killed a child molester. He's a hero. And I'm like, unless he was molesting a child when he shot him, I don't think he knew he was a child molester. You know what I'm saying?
That's like the frame by frame shit you were talking about before.
Yeah, but that's the first thing when I put that up. When I said that if his name was Tyrone, that's what I said. If his name was Tyrone, it'd be a whole different story. And everybody's like, you know, he killed a child molester. He's a hero. You know, once again, people, I'm not going to lose no sleep or shed no tears over a child molester. I mean, one less child molester in the world is a good thing.
Nor I would even argue, I really don't care about this kid. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't care about him at all.
It sucks that those people died, but like with how much information and news we have in front of us, it makes it seem like these things actually matter to us, and they don't. This shit ain't gonna affect me at all.
No.
At all.
No. I really don't care. You know, the truth of the matter is I really don't care. And that's another reason why I was shutting people down. But like, it's funny how people will like start talking about, well, what about this? What about that? What about this person, that person? What about the fact he killed, you know, the other person was bad, this person? He didn't know those people's records. Listen, if this is America, if this is still America, right? I thought America was a land of laws. And I know that because I broke a lot of those laws coming up, and I paid the consequences for breaking the laws that I broke. It's a country of laws, right? So if you even go back all the way down to like fucking, what was it, the 80s with Bernard Goetz, you know, and he shot those dudes. I had Bernie's back. I feel like they was robbing him. He had the right to, you know, shoot people. But he went out there, they found out later, you know, kind of putting himself in these positions of danger to be a vigilante in a sense. And he had to do the time. That's called a vigilante. That's what it's called. You know what I'm saying? And that's against the law. That's against the law. Well, Batman doesn't use guns and shit like that. So Batman's more of our boy Batman, he's more of the guardian angels in New York.
Right. Yep. Yeah.
You can perform a citizen's arrest, and he don't even try to arrest him. He just tries to break up the situation. So that's a totally different thing. So the fact of the matter is, he went out there, even if his intentions were to do good, which a lot of people want to believe that was his intentions. That's fine. I won't argue. I can't. Kid was thinking, but he left his home with an AR-15, went across state lines, and I don't care if it was across the street, because people are like, oh, it's like one town over. It don't make a fucking difference. He crossed state lines,
right?
And he still had to get in the car to get there. So at the end of the day, it wasn't happening outside his house. He was safe. He put himself in a position to be in danger.
Yeah, he drove down to the fucking thick of it. You know
what I'm saying? Now, whether or not he was helping people and all that, that's fine. That has nothing to do with it. And I feel, I'm not going to say, like, I don't have no hate toward this kid. In fact, I feel a little bad. A little. Not much, but a little. Because he went out to play a grown man's game. He was, 16, 17?
I think 17, yeah.
17, went out to go play a grown man's game, made a grown man mistake, and now he has to pay grown man consequences, which I don't think he's going to pay, to be honest. I think he's going to get over, but I've been wrong before, and I would have no problem being wrong this time.
Right.
But, if you're going to ask me what I think he's going to get over. And because, they're making the victims as, the bad guys in this. And no doubt they weren't doing good things. They were tipping shit over. They were lighting empty buildings. They were spray painting shit and destroying property. But none of those crimes come with the sentence of death.
Right.
Those are not death sentence things that they are doing. And no doubt they had bad records. So obviously they didn't learn their lesson. One could even say they got what was coming to them. But even if a crack dealer gets murdered by another crack dealer, he just killed a crack dealer, one less crack dealer on the block. That kid still got to go to fucking jail.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's do we not live in a country of laws? And if we do live in a country of laws, then don't those laws apply to everybody equally? And the point that I was trying to make is they don't. They still don't. And whether or not he gets off or doesn't, one thing I know for sure is that the judge was definitely sympathetic to this child. And someone said, oh, you want the judge to throw? No, I want the judge to be impartial. The same way I want my news, but I'm not going to get that either.
Right.
As you proved on the last podcast, when you searched this topic and it was Trump, and then we went to, what was it, Fox, and they went against Biden. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the problem with news nowadays is when I was coming up, dude, there was no 24-hour news stations. You understand what I'm saying? Yep. So when I watched the news, it would come on and say, this is what happened today. Now, whether or not the news was fake or real, there wasn't opinions. They would show you the news. You have to form your own opinion. But now all there is opinions.
They still would control though what they do show you. So
what we see. Yeah, no, I'm not trying to say it wasn't
right, of course. No. I just want to make it clear. I want to make it clear to the listeners. Yeah,
I'm not trying to say we got real news. What I'm saying is whether the news was real or not, there wasn't opinions behind it. There was an agenda behind it. Right. But there wasn't no reporters coming up and this station, all they do is this one side and then the left side or the right. And I hate when people tell me I'm political. I don't even know what left or right is, people. Just to let you know, I don't know what the left. I don't know if left is Democrat or Republican. I don't know. I don't fuck with the wings. I fuck with the body. The body's the shit with the beak. That's the motherfucker that's gonna eat you. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the wings. Get rid of those shits. Clip the wings and the body don't fly. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. I'm not any of those motherfuckers. Any of them. People came out and said, oh, well, you're the reason this dude's in. I'm not. I didn't vote. So I'm not the reason anybody's in office. Yeah,
I wonder when the anchor position, like a news anchor position, changed from like a broadcast person, like a radio or like a strictly TV broadcaster to like their personalities now. You know what I mean? Akin to what me and you were kind of trying to do with the podcast. We're trying to be, podcast personalities. You're a comedian, you know what I mean? It's like that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know why people watch our show.
I don't know why they do either.
Because every now and then I say something that is on point, but you got to go through all the bullshit to get there. So I don't I don't know, but I do appreciate y'all watching. So how about that, man? Shout out to you. I hope you're smoking a little blunt right now, sipping a little sip. I don't have my normal cup. I'm on the road, but I hope you're relaxing and enjoying yourself. I hope you want to see us as much as we love to do this for y'all. You know, I mean, even if y'all weren't here, I think we'd still do it. Fuck it. You know, even if I got one view on everyone, I'd still put it out there because I'm, you know, who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is putting shit out there. I'll put shit out there too. Did you see me today chilling with the geese?
Yeah, let's pull it up.
I was chilling with the geese, man. One of them came so close I could have pet his head, but then he started looking kind of, you know, pterodactylish and shit. He's big. He was big, man. His neck came up to my nipple. It's a big bird, dude. It's a big ass bird. What's up, baby? It's boy Gary G. Garcia. I'm out here in Louisville, Kentucky, getting ready to do a show tonight. But before that, you know, I'm just... Yo, chilling with the geese, baby. And I honestly think I should have got permission for that because I got in the car and across the street, there were like 30 more of those motherfuckers and they started surrounding my car, dog. It was getting a little hairy. I was going to try to film it again, but I wanted to get out of there. They were getting too close.
Dude,
I didn't want them pecking at my car door.
Every once in a while, those motherfuckers will like, they'll
chase you down, son. I've seen it.
I've
seen them do that. I'm not trying. I will punch a goose or geese in the face. I'll punch it in the face, dude. I'll square off on it. You know, I'll turn around and square off on a goose.
I would fucking goose up too, bro. If I had to, I would just grab it by the neck and just flip that motherfucker over. You know?
Got to get that neck, though. They run fast. They come at you all. It's not like they come at you, you know, straight where you can just grab it. They come at you fucking all crazy and shit. And they got that look in their eyes. They start to look like crazy animals, dog. Prehistoric shit. I'm telling you.
They are. That's what they think dinosaurs were more closely related to birds than reptiles. They think they were like kind of like a combination of both, like because the egg laying and everything like that.
I don't give a fuck what they think.
Dude, you're not a dinosaur guy? I love dinosaurs. No?
What's the love about dinosaurs, man?
Oh, man. No, because Jurassic Park came out when I was maybe 4. So I was right of the age to where, you know, to get into the
you still believe in one day you'll have a Jurassic Park, right?
It's possible.
Anything's possible now.
It's definitely, I think they could.
Anything's possible. They could definitely do it with holograms.
Well, they have done things, I think, with the woolly mammoth, like trying to cross them with an elephant, I believe.
Look at these motherfuckers, yo. And they got a problem with gays. They're out here forcing animals of different things to try to create new species, and they get a problem if people are gay. Fucking nerve of this government. Fucking dumb fucks. You know? What is it? You look fucking, you're throwing me off over here, man. You get so deep into things, man. What are we looking at? Mammoth elephant hybrids could be created within the decade. Should they? Yeah, should they be? Why would you want a mammoth elephant hybrid?
Like, hey, maybe we can
Why would you want that?
Next, it's going to be a saber-toothed tiger and a lion. They're going to cross. Just...
Why would you want that? Let's create giant beasts. Look, whatever. I'm done. I'm done with it all. I'm just enjoying the ride now, dog. You know, as long as some sort of drugs don't run out, I'll make it through. You know, I'll make it fucking through. What are you going to
imagine the mushrooms you could grow off woolly mammoth shit? You know what I mean? Those might be some mushrooms you never had before.
Size of your head. You have like those fucking Alice in Wonderland mushrooms and shit.
Well, apparently, so back then, here's a little history lesson for you, G. Back then,
Let's see if I don't know it.
The Earth was warmer as a whole over certain periods. You know, there was ice age periods, but there was warming periods where everything grew to be humongous. Like down here in Florida, all the leaves on the plants and stuff are big because the sun's out all the time.
So how come the people ain't like giants?
What do you mean? Oh, what, down here? Because we don't run off photosynthesis, my friend.
Well, I don't know what the fuck. I asked the question. I'm not afraid to ask the question.
I know. I'm just
You know
telling
what I'm saying? A wise man asks question. A foolish man mocks him for asking. Okay, my brother, I'm giving you an opportunity to put knowledge in my head and you mock me for it. I don't know if you're a good teacher. You know, I give you an opportunity to fill my brain with some Brian knowledge and you take that and mock me for it.
Well, I don't usually do that. I think it was because of the Jurassic Park comment that you made, and your overall.
You mad because I don't like dinosaurs?
You're overall down on dinosaurs is why I made.
Yeah, listen, man, I get mad when they tell me that, you know, certain dinosaurs didn't eat meat. That big ass thing didn't eat meat. How do you know? Did they empty its stomach contents? Was the stomach content still there thousands of years after they found the bones?
The teeth.
The teeth.
Teeth.
My ass. My ass. What, their teeth were weaker than ours? You know what I'm saying? We eat meat.
No, the shape. So the front teeth are for tearing and ripping apart meat. But if you have like the back molars, it's just for chewing and grinding things like leaves.
So maybe that's what they did. Maybe they just grinded the shit out of fucking animals.
They may have. They may have. We don't know, truthfully.
Because I'm sure if you get rid of these motherfuckers right here, I'll still bite the shit out of you.
That's true.
But then you catch me because I didn't have these. My teeth impressions would be fucking easy to fucking figure out. Yeah, man, they be catching dudes like that. Buck-tooth motherfuckers. They call, what's his name, if I'm correct, through his teeth? Fucking Dahmer. Who's the one that they always thought was hot? That all the women thought was hot? That was Dahmer, right? Jeffrey?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, they got him from his teeth prints because he had fucked up teeth. You know, not to say that if your teeth are perfect, they won't get you anyway, because they'll be like, this is a perfect tooth mold. But they caught him off his teeth. He had fucking mad like space and gaps, and there was no doubt it was his teeth. You know, and he's like, it wasn't me. And he had these fucked up teeth. And they're like, really, dog? That ain't you? You don't even got to put the shit under your mouth. We could tell that's you. Did you find it? Did you look it up?
No, I'm looking.
Just put up what was the evidence that got Jeffrey Dahmer's fucking sent away. And it's probably gonna say the teeth. That was one of them. I watch all those shit, so I could be wrong on the name, but I know one of them motherfuckers got caught with their teeth. That's how they found it, you know. And then forget about forensic files. They be catching motherfuckers on that 23andMe. If you do 23andMe, you're a rat. You're ratting out some relative that might be a criminal, you know. But yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer's, I think it was. My man Jeffrey. Who's the other one? It was Jeffrey Dahmer's. There was one that they thought, you know, all the women liked him. Not Night Stalker. Richard Ramirez.
Oh, Bundy. Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy. That's it. Ted Bundy. That's the one that all the women liked. Ted Bundy. Yep, I was wrong. I knew I was wrong. That's why I told you to check it. It's Ted Bundy. Yeah, and Richard Ramirez was another one that the ladies all swooned after. They like the bad boys. You don't get no better than that. You don't get no bad. Ted Bundy got married. He got married while he was going to trial. You know what I'm saying? Some chick married his ass while he was going to trial. And there's people out here saying they can't find a woman. You're being picky. You know, look at those eyes. I don't know how women fucking found him attractive, yo. Look at those eyes. Picture that motherfucker buying you a drink. Could I buy you a drink? And then you just look over and see that face. You know what I'm saying? That's insane.
Damn, he escaped a couple times?
He escaped, I think, well, definitely twice.
Looks
could have been three.
I think it was 3 times.
Yeah, could have been 3. And on the third time, yes, I think it's 3. One time he jumped out of a window at the courthouse.
Yep.
The other time, I forgot how he did the other time. And I think the third time was during a transfer too. But on the third one, on the last one, whether it was 2 or 3, on the last one.
He saw the hole between reinforced bars in his cell's ceiling.
That's what it was. And he
lost 35 pounds to be able to make it through the hole.
And check this out. He went out and murdered that. And once he got out, he went out and murdered those college chicks. So it wasn't even like he went out and tried to stay, you know, low and, you know, get away. No, that motherfucker got out and went and murdered that sorority fucking shit. He caught them chicks in their sorority house and fucking murdered a bunch of them, dude. That dude was psycho. And he still got married. Chick married him. after all that shit.
Dude, that's so crazy. I wonder where she's at, the woman.
Oh, you can figure it out. Yeah, they got her name down there and what she's doing. I think they got divorced before he died. And I forgot how he died. I think he died by lethal injection, I think. I think they got to put him down. It's hard to remember. I know the other dude.
Yeah, they executed him.
Yeah, they executed him. And then the one who I said before, not Ted Bundy, the other dude, that dude, he got killed in jail by, I think, a dude who was in there for killing a molester. You want to hear something crazy? You know, I was speaking about it, just came into my head. You know, Austin Powers?
Yeah.
The Asian dude, the one that threw his shoe.
Yes.
That big dude. That dude's doing life.
Really?
He was in jail behind a kidnapping charge. Kidnapping. This is after the movie. He went to jail for a kidnapping charge, and then you ready for this, dog? He murdered a fucking his cellmate. I think the cellmate was in there for I think he was in there for touching little peepees or something. But either way, he didn't like him, so he murdered his cellmate, and now he's in there for life.
Damn, bro! Look at this guy, fucking Joe's son.
Yeah. Didn't know that, did you? I knew that little bit of information. Yeah. He was in there for.
He was in UFC in the beginning too. He did the first couple of UFC events.
Yeah, I think I remember that, to be honest, because I remember I watched the first one.
Damn.
And I think I didn't even know that was him, but I know the dude you're talking
Wow,
about.
bro!
Now.
He got locked up in 2008, and he was charged for participation in 1990 gang rape.
Yep.
From the 90s. Damn, dog! You got the sample, bro. Oh fuck! Damn. So he had a vandalism charge, right?
Yep.
And he was taken into custody, and then they gave his DNA sample.
Yeah.
When they brought him into custody, and then he got hit.
And his DNA, they had his DNA from the gang rape. Damn. And then he murdered his cellmate.
Wow, bro.
There's more to it. He murders his cellmate, dude, and he's in there for life now. And that dude was like in that movie. He could have probably did a bunch of movies. You know, he would have been typecasted, but he probably would have got a good couple of 20, 30 movies out of that shit. Mm-hmm. You know, goes to show you, man. It doesn't matter. People be bugging out. Oof. You know.
See, that's why I'll never give my DNA to 23andMe. You know.
No, but you don't have to. If any of your relatives do, you know what I'm saying? They'll have your DNA in a case in Florida, and they'll run that 23andMe, and somebody over in Alaska or in Italy did it, and they'll know that that's your cousin. So they'll talk to them and say, "Do you have a cousin in Florida?" And they'll be like, "Yeah, I got 7 cousins in Florida." Then they'll start to break it down. Yeah.
You can't catch me if you can't find me, son.
I don't know why they all just don't go to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
I really don't. Like, who the fuck would get caught in Wisconsin? Yeah. You would have to get put on like America's Most Wanted, because that they probably watch.
Well, see, I feel like I would want to be in a big city, not a small town, if I was on the run. You know, I'd want to hide.
Saying Wisconsin.
Yeah. But you
could
could
big cities, you're going to get big busted.
Right. Yeah, but I guess if you're out on the farm, you could just, you know, you could stay out there and never go into town or anything. You know,
yeah.
Cools down.
Every once in a while, go into town.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. But whatever, man. I got a show to do. I'm sure they're already bugging out. Yep. Yeah, we have to make a quick one today. It feels like this thing shot by, man. You know, I didn't want to end it on serial killers. So we'll say butterflies. Right? So that's what we ended it on, butterflies, which I'm not really fond of those motherfuckers either. But yeah, I got a show to do, man. I got to go right now. I think it's like 10, 15 minutes away.
All right.
And let's see, let's see what happens tonight. The shows have been really good. Big up to everybody who's come out to support the tour. The last show we did in Missouri, man, I thought that shit was going to be a shit show. And it was one of the best shows we had, man. And then people came to party. One dude was a little loud. They got rid of him. They wasn't having it. After the show, everybody bought merch.
Nice.
It was fucking dope. I was very surprised, man. So big up to Missouri. Both shows were real dope. Big up to Rich out there and Eric for treating us well, man. Them brothers treated me well, you know. And big up to the Rico podcast, man.
Pew, pew, pew. We got to get him on. We got to get him on soon.
And he's an interesting fella, man. He's I think he's ex-military. He studies jiu-jitsu and shit like that, and
Nice.
he runs shows out there. He's a very interesting dude, man. I gave him some mushrooms. I'm wondering what his experience was. He told me last thing he said, these aren't hitting me. And then I kept trying to get in touch with him, and I couldn't get in touch with him. So I'm guessing eventually they hit him.
Yeah. How much did he eat?
I gave him an 8. I gave him a quarter. I told him to split it with his lady. So eat an 1/8 each, I told him. So I don't know what he did. He was like nibbling. I said, just eat the fucking thing. You're a big dude.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, even me, I'll eat an 1/8. I'm a little dude. It goes by weight.
Yeah.
So even if we both eat, me and you, we both eat an 1/8. I'm going to trip harder than you. You weigh more than me.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Well, the reason you would trip harder is because you took the bigger 1/8. That's why. You gave me the smaller 1/8.
Yeah, what makes you think that? What makes you think that, man? I'm generous with mushrooms. It's not cocaine.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. With those, it's always like you just kind of want to give them to somebody,
Yeah, you want to enjoy it with somebody, man.
Yeah.
Those are social things, man.
Yeah.
Social. Yeah. Anyway, all right, people. I want to thank y'all for hanging out, man. I want to thank you guys for stopping in with us while we're on this tour, man. I got one more week to go. I'll be in Ohio tomorrow, all the way till Sunday. Go to my page. You'll see where we're playing. And definitely Friday and Saturday, I'll be over at Wiley's. Can't wait. Love Wiley's. Love the staff. Love the people. It's always a great show. And then I'm back in the city that following Monday doing the Not Quite Tuesday show, the midnight show with Adam. So, and I'll be back in Atlantic City. So, guys, if you like the show, tell your friends about it. Join our Patreon, man. If enough of you join, me and this motherfucker will square off for 3 rounds, 2 minutes, and you'll get a mug. So check us out, Patreon. Follow us on YouTube. If you don't want to spend money, at least follow us on YouTube, man. Subscribe to the station. Comment on our shit if you got something to say, man. And everybody's entitled to their opinion. So I would love to hear yours. If you don't agree with me, don't agree with me. If you do, let me know, and I'll answer back whatever I can. There's no troll that I won't respond to if I can. Brian, you good?
Peace.
Love you, brother. That's another episode of Rated G. Peace.